Hello, I'm Robert Powell, and I'm talking about the show A Universal History of Iniquity, kindly hosted by Engramme in Quebec. The show is a collection of etchings, all of which are hand-coloured with watercolour, and most of which have not been shown publicly before their new works. The collection is really concerned with notions of history, and the 10 most recent pieces are part of a series where I'm trying to show every single historical event in the history of mankind. And I've done 10 so far, so there's still quite a few left to go. The trouble is, as it takes me longer to do them, the more history there is to do. These works in particular, owe quite a bit to the tradition of history painting, and quite a few of them take their subject from traditional art historical subjects, such as Daedalus and Icarus, or Suzanne and the Elders, or as Joseph and Potiphar's wife. But I try and subvert them and change the meaning to my own ends. For example, Joseph and Potiphar's wife, the biblical story of an lustful and deceitful woman trying to seduce an upright and moral man, has always troubled me in its art historical representations, because I imagine these men owning this picture feeling very smug when they look at it, at this immoral woman, and feeling smug about their sex. At the same time, they're having a good old ogle, all the female flesh on display in the picture. So there's a lot of hypocrisy embedded right in the picture. And in my own version, The Chaste Leap, I wanted to make that seem a bit ridiculous, but also combine it with other elements of history that I thought had parallels to it, like the Parisian opera, or Weimar cabaret, or a kind of orientalist, odalisque fantasy. So these are not straight representations of historical events. What I'm trying to do is look at the myths that we use to make sense of these events. The title of the show, A Universal History of Iniquity, comes from the first book of the Argentine writer Jorge Luis Borges. He was interested in the relationship between reality and the descriptions of reality, which I think is a theme of the show. And he was also interested in complete knowledge. He wrote a story called The Aleph, where from a Buenos Aires basement one can see the entirety of time and space from this one point in time and space. And that was the inspiration behind works like Panorama, where the whole of Edinburgh can be seen in time and space. But that encyclopedic, complete knowledge aspiration was really, I think, an inspiration for the entire show, that complete but misguided knowledge.